So I am back to do another triple P, and it is more so on the person on the right than it is on the left, but the person on the left is involved. But y'all all know who that is on the right. That is none other than Sage Mammy Steele. Now, every time I do a video about Sage Steele these days, whenever I do happen to make a video about her, it usually always ends up being a triple P because she's getting exactly the karma that I feel she deserves and has been getting for so many years. Like, in case y'all haven't noted or learned, Sage Steele, or Mammy Steele, is the epitome of the tragic mulatto. And I don't even like wanting to use that phrase, but when it comes to her, it has to be used because she is the epitome of it. So to bring y'all up to speed on what this story is about, basically Sage Steele and this woman who's next to her in this picture, whose name is Elle Duncan, Sage Steele apparently tried to get this woman fired. I don't know why she tried to get her fired, but that's just the type of person Sage Steele is. So what ends up happening? In order for Mammy Steele to get this triple P, the whole thing backfired on her because Sage Steele used to be in the 6 p.m. time slot over at ESPN. I don't even know why she's in any time slot over at ESPN. They should have been gotten rid of her a while ago, since it seems to be that she's not universally liked over there, but whatever. So she used to be in the 6 p.m. time slot, and guess who replaced her? The same woman who she tried to get fired. And then they put Sage Steele in the 12 p.m. time slot, a slot that people no one really pays attention to. They said, look, we're gonna keep her here because we probably need that quota, and we ain't trying to deal with them problems. But to be honest, I don't think many people will care if they fire Sage Steele or not, to be quite honest. So they said, you know what, we'll keep her here and then put her in a slot that nobody pays attention to, because no one's paying attention to 12 p.m. time slot. That's where people, that's the time when most people are at work, or those who do work. And if they do have free time, I highly doubt that they're watching Mammy Steele. So let me go ahead and get into this. She has a decent relationship with management, but overall, unless you are a MAGA, you probably aren't a fan. And not many people at ESPN care for Sage Steele. She didn't endear herself to her colleagues by accusing Elle Duncan of squeezing her out about a discussion on race on ESPN. Now, that is what I remember. That's the last time I talked about Mammy Steele, was that whole discussion on race, and they didn't include her in it. Why would they include her in it? Like, every time she talks about race, it sounds like it's coming from the mouth of a dub S. I mean, this woman is completely void of reality. Let's not forget, this is the same woman that let a white athlete rub in her hair on her show, and she was smiling from ear to ear about it. She ran into management in Wall Street Journal with her grievances. No one is sure why Steele would have a beef, considering she's a Trump supporter who has said that black people are the real racists in this country. And she has actually said that. She hasn't supported Black Lives Matter in any form, and mostly has spoken out against it. She tried to get Duncan fired, but now she is being replaced by her. Steele has been continually demoted by ESPN while being forced to take pay cuts to stay with the network. She literally is hanging on by a thread, and she has been demoted a whole bunch of times. I think I have done a video about Mammy Steele every time she's been demoted. I think this woman has probably been demoted like at least 4 times, and maybe more. Before you know it, she's going to be demoted to janitor. I don't watch SportsCenter that much, but I will definitely be more inclined to watch it in the evening now that Duncan is hosting. Let's see, this is the official announcement, and I'm going to read for you right here. This is ESPN announces at SportsCenter anchor lineup for the new year at Sage Steele to co-anchor the noon Eastern Time edition, and will add a new ESPN Plus interview program to her slate beginning in February. At Elle Duncan ESPN will co-anchor the 6 p.m. ET edition, which is the spot she used to have. I don't feel not one thing for Mammy Steele. This is exactly what she gets, and I think they keep dragging her along to just continue to torture her. To be quite honest, if I was the person in charge of ESPN, I would be laughing my ass off, and I'm just being completely honest. Just watching her just slowly fade into obscurity. And it's what she gets. It's what she deserves. This woman and her extreme Mammyisms have literally done nothing for her career. Like, she has not gotten any type of elevation, except the only elevation she's going to get is when they get her up out of ESPN. But I really don't care because I don't be watching ESPN like that anyway. But anytime I can do a video, especially a Triple P when it involves Mammy Steele, I'm all for that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.